He's been doing the hard yards. He's putting in performances for the last half a decade for Saurashtra. He's had to wait for 12 years for his Test return. And I'd like to think, DK, Jaydev Unadkat's return to Test cricket has been the happiest story of the day. Forget about the numbers, 2 for 50, but just the smile with which he bowled and his body language. There was a spring in his stride, and he seemed to enjoy his comeback to the Test fold. What a story it is.
The biggest smile of the day for me when the 11 was announced was to see Jaydev Unadkat's name there. I genuinely thought that he wouldn't get a game on this trip. But luck be it, things just correctly worked around his favor. He wasn't even around the last test match. He had visa issues. But then after that, coming back, bowling the spell that he bowled first up, the amount of bounce he extracted, we have two quality bowlers in Siraj and Umesh who've got the hard new Kookaburra ball. But Jaydev Unadkat comes in and the bounce he's able to extract, that short spell that he bowled before he got Zakir Hassan out. The kind of balls that lifted from length were phenomenal, and I give him a lot of credit actually, because that can happen only when you hit the seam. And this is the difference between Jaydev Unadkat in 2010 and Jaydev Unadkat in 2022. The upright seam, the ability to get the ball to hit the seam consistently and create that bounce initially. Hats off to him. I was really happy with the fact that he played the 11, but even more happier with the kind of deliveries he bowled to get good batsmen out early in their innings. One batsman set, but he got them out. He didn't expect them to play a big shot. He bowled two beauties, and that is what domestic cricket teaches you. The ability to persevere and be very, very good with your legs.
Yes, he kept coming at the batsman. He proved to be a partnership breaker as well. Very crucial performance from Jaydev Unadkat, given how this innings was panning out. By the way, DK, you found a mention on Crickbuzz's text commentary today, because one of your records was broken by Jaydev Unadkat. Guess what that record was, DK? Are you aware? Have you been told by the team at Crickbuzz?
Yeah, I think my social media has been ringing as well with that record being broken, and I couldn't be happier.
But DK, give me a sense of what it's like to make a comeback after over a decade. 12 years is a lifetime. It's an eternity. You made a comeback after 8 years in which you missed 87 test matches. Jaydev Unadkat missed 118. The world has changed. Perhaps cricket has changed. He would have changed physically, mentally, skill-wise as well. But give us a sense of what a comeback like this means mentally and emotionally for a player.
It means a phenomenal amount of hard work, sacrifice, ethereal amounts of patience, and most importantly, you have put in your heart and soul in domestic cricket. That is when you can make a comeback after so long. Because when you play international cricket, there's a certain amount of glamour, there's a certain amount of glitz attached to it. But when you go back to domestic cricket, there is none of that. It's a very bland little place where you have to go, and you will be going through the same rigors of failing some days, doing well some days, but then it will teach you a lot of things that will in many ways help you in your life. And Jaydev Unadkat is a great example of somebody who has persevered, who has gone through the ups and downs of life like anything else, like anyone else, but stuck to it, gotten better, become a leader after a point of time, taken his state to glory, and through that made a comeback with this phenomenal success. They say leaders should obviously in many ways walk the talk, and that's exactly what he's done for Saurashtra. On a flat wicket, getting wickets day after day and making sure he's leading the pack. In fact, there is a younger guy called Sakaria who he is literally groomed over a period of time, doing so well in white ball cricket. Hats off to Jaydev Unadkat. I think in every way he's been a champion in the last decade playing domestic cricket.
Now, there are different people react to situations in different ways. We might have well seen, Jaydev Unadkat perhaps get overawed emotionally, but that wasn't the case. There was a smile on his face, and he seemed to have come into this test match with a lot of ideas in terms of what he wanted to do with that red cherry in his hand. So a more mature bowler, a more thinking bowler, a fitter bowler, and clearly using that experience of 12 years, the hunger and the thirst of missing out on the big stage, and he put everything into it because he knows that once Shami and Bumrah are back, opportunities are going to be rare.
Yes, I think what we saw was a product of what domestic cricket teaches you. The way he came around the wicket, got the ball to move away to a Mushfiqur Rahim, comes from experience, because you know how to get a batsman out. Okay, a set batter, let me keep the shine of the ball to the inside and try and get the ball going outside from around the wicket. That is a different skill, because you need to change your wrist position at the point of delivery. And he's done that over and over again in domestic cricket, and hence the confidence for him to come and recreate it in test cricket. These are not skills that is learned overnight. These are skills that is honed over a period of time. And that is why playing red ball cricket is very, very important for a fast bowler. Two things happen when you play red ball cricket, or rather domestic red ball cricket, over a period of time. One, you become less injury prone, because your volume of overs that you bowl as a fast bowler increases, and that helps your body to understand what it is to bowl long hours of bowling rather. Number two, you get better with your skills. You figure out what are the things that you can do with the ball, because you can swing the ball both ways, you can seam the ball both ways, you have attacking fields, you have time to do all of those things. So you grow as a bowler when you play a lot of domestic cricket, and that is what we saw in Jaydev Unadkat.